Hi friends, today we are discussing about the Informatica optimization techniques. In that first we discuss about the mapping optimization. So how we optimize in the mapping level we see now. Break the mapping out one per target. Break the mappings out one per target and one per source per target. Eliminating multiple targets in a single mapping can greatly increase performance. Reduce the unrequired transformation, lead to improve mapping performance. Means so there is no required transformations we avoid. Suppose we take sorter. So if it is a table, we can go there is no need of using sorter transformation. We use in the source qualifier only. That kind of things we reduce the unrequired transformations. Connect the port which is required in the mappings and only manipulate data that needs to be moved and transformed. Avoid using unnecessary port in SQL queries. So there is no, if we are not using some ports, means some fields, we don't retrieve into the transformation. Common calculation will be in variable and reuse whenever needed. Okay, selection of data type should be aligned with the final target field data type to avoid any typecasting and conversion error in the mapping. Okay, next, develop maplets for complex business logics. Get the only required data using filter and aggregator transformation. Reduce the number of non-essential records that are passed through the entire mapping. Use router instead of having multiple filter transformation. So we don't use multiple filters, we go for the router. In joiner, consider lesser value of data as a master table. In the joiner, we are having master table and detail table. The lesser value is taken as a master table. Use active transformation that reduce the number of records as early in the mapping as possible. Filter unnecessary data as closer to the source qualifier and select appropriate driving master table while using joins. The table with the lesser number of rows should be driving or master table for the faster join. Redesign mappings to utilize one source qualifier to populate multiple targets. So we use one source qualifier. This way the server reads the source only once. If you have different source qualifiers for the same source, one for delete and one for update insert, the server reads the source for each source qualifier. Remove or reduce field level stored procedures. And if you use field level stored procedures, the powercenter server has to make a call to the stored procedure for every row, slowing the performance. Tune the source query in source qualifier, target and lookup overrides. Use pushdown optimization if needed. Pushdown optimization is a performance tuning technique where the transformation logic is converted into SQL and pushed towards either source database or target database or both. The amount of data transformation logic that can be pushed to the database depends on database type, transformation logic, mapping task, configuration. Informatica process all transformation logic at Informatica level that it cannot push to database. Processing data on database level is much faster and efficient compared to processing the data in Informatica, and pushdown optimization helps in achieving this Informatica Cloud. Types of pushdown optimization. We are having source-sided pushdown optimization. In this method, Informatica pushes as much as transformation logic as possible to the source database. The data integration service generates and executes a select statement based on the transformation logic for each transformation it can push to the database. Means we create a select statement to the source side. It converts all the transformation logic into select statement. Target site push-down optimization. In this method, Informatica pushes much in transformation logic as possible to the target database. The database integration service generates, insert, delete, or update statement based on the transformation logic. For each transformation, it can push to the target database. Now it pushes the target database and it creates, insert, delete, update statements. Full push-down optimization. In this method, transformation pushes as much as transformation logic as possible to the target database. If the entire logic cannot be pushed to the target database, it performs source-side pushdown and the rest of the intermediate transformation logic, which cannot be pushed to any database, is processed at Informatica level. Lookup optimization. Use equal symbol while adding condition with lookup table. In lookup, using customized query instead of default query. Catch the lookup table. If you are reading 10 to 20% of table data set, replace lookup with decode and IIF statement if possible. Use of unconnected and uncatched lookup wherever lookup performance is degrading. Lookup created index on key columns codes that helps in good performance. Make sure indexes are in place and tables have been analyzed. Might be able to use index hints in source qualifier. Expression optimization. We have to optimize in the expression transformation. For that, use same integer and numeric wherever possible. Use Informatica provided function to get higher performance to apply any calculation and logic check. Use string function for string checking. Use IIF expression for multiple condition checking. Use router to pass data in different flows in place of multiple filter transformation. Start the input data before passing to joiner and aggregator transformation. In case of mapping partition place, aggregate transformation before the partition point. Use flat file to load data faster in table. Avoid date comparison. Use a normalizer transformation to pivot rows. Use database join to get the combined output of multiple tables at DB level. Use pre and post SQL to do index drop and recreate after the target table data load. Next, session optimization. Configure session cache memory in transformation properties and session properties of mapping. Get session shared memory settings between 12 MB to 24 MB. Get shared buffer block size around 128K. Configure automatic memory cache of mapping assigned by integration service. Configure max memory limit for the mapping where it needed. Aggregator and lookup cache can be defined. DTM buffer pool size is settings. Partition of session to run the mapping in parallel. Look the server existing, hardware sizing and percentage utilization, CPU, memory, disk, cache size, etc. Stats of servers when the Informatica batch is running. Network bandwidth and latency checks. Increase the disk speed. Upgrade the server hardware. Switch to RAID 0 plus 1 or RAID level 5 great redundancy. This is of performance tuning of optimization techniques we are using in Informatica. Please subscribe and like for more Informatica videos. Thank you.